Okaeri nasai minasan. Today we are gonna talk about Stuff Your Pocket with Adventure Episode 1. This is a new series. It has nothing to do with Kamen Rider, with Super Sentai, but it has everything to do with Pokemon. You heard me right. This is a series created by Nintendo. I'm not sure why do they actually create this series, but I'm really glad that they actually do this series. It is a story about a girl who has grown up playing Pokemon game when she was young, and she never actually got the opportunity to really play the game because her house is not like filthy rich, so they only have one Game Boy when they are young, so she has to share with the brother, and most of the time she only get to play after the brother finish play. So you know how that vibe and that feeling as a younger siblings, like you get the hand me down, and by the time you play, maybe you can only play for like a few hours, and you never got the chance to save your gameplay because you don't want to overwrite the game file of your brother or of your siblings. So you can, every single time you pick up the game, you're gonna press the new game and see how far you can play before your brother or your sister wants the Game Boy back. And that is my life, okay? That is my experience. So actually seeing this in the series itself, it's like, wow, that is like nostalgia feeling, and it really makes me feel like, wow, this series really make me want to go and replay some of the Pokemon game. And not only Pokemon game, like some of the older games that I played when I was younger, like Kingdom Hearts, and also some games when there's this game, I forgot what is the name already, but I think it's like Sword Knight, something like that, something story, okay? Like there's a game that I really wants to play, like even Harvest Moon, man, like that is like that game that is nostalgic, full of nostalgic games. So I'm really thankful for the team they actually decide to produce this series, because it is giving me a lot of nostalgia vibe. And I believe for those out there, if your Pokemon game, your first Pokemon game is either red, blue, and yellow, when you watch the series, you're also gonna feel that similar nostalgia feeling. Because like even me, my first Pokemon game is Pokemon Yellow, and I was like, wow, when I listen to the BGM, when I look at the sound effect, the CG, the overlays of the game, wow, I just miss it so much. And you compare Pokemon Red and right now Pokemon Scarlet, the difference in quality, I mean, like the gameplay is still the same, but the graphic and all those stuff, it evolved. We finally got to the point where it's 3D, it's open world, everyone is happy. But not gonna lie, this series is not all about Pokemon, okay? I know I've been talking about Pokemon, but trust me, this series is not just about Pokemon. And I felt like this series did a really amazing thing, and that is kind of like showing us that even though you play games, the lesson that you play, the lesson that you earn from playing a game, it can be transferred to a real life scenario itself, just like what happened in the first episode of this drama series. So a little bit of spoilers for those who haven't watched the episode and you're watching this video thinking whether or not you want to watch the series or not. I'm gonna stop you right here and tell you it is worth it. Go and watch it and come back to this video. So one thing the series did really well is showing us the main girl, Akagi Madoka. She is struggling in her job and she couldn't find a way to break through or find a way to pitch an idea to her client itself. So she worked in an advertisement company. Her job is to pitch ideas to the client, and the client is like doing a little bit of like bidding contest, like who pitch a better idea, I'm gonna go with that company. So this is really dangerous for their company. If she failed bidding means that she's gonna lose the client. So she's struggling, figure out a way how she can actually pitch the idea. And at the end of the day, she actually found an answer because she played Pokemon game itself. She realized that Pokemon has different typing, like each Pokemon has each type their own typing, and every single typing has their own weaknesses and all those stuff. So she actually go on a research journey to figure out more and more about her client, about the thing that the client really cares about, so she can really she can strike the client weakness. You know, like the client is like vulnerable to family values and back to the root and all those stuff. So in her pitch ideas, she actually try and start to pitch about this idea like, hey, we want to go back to the roots, we want to honor our grandparents' legacy and all that stuff. And at the end of the day, she actually managed to win the client. She managed to win the project itself. And this teaches us that one thing, okay, it teaches us a very, very big lesson, and that is transferable lesson. What is transferable lesson? I'm not sure whether or not this is a correct term or not, but it's like something that you learn in, for example, something that you learn in driving. When you drive a car, what do you learn? You learn to pay attention. You learn to open your vision as wide as possible, and you also learn the lesson of letting people know which lane you want to go by using the signal, by using the hazard light. If you want to stop, you press on the brake, there's a red light, something like that. Before you corner, you need to slow down, and all these things are lessons that you learn from driving a car. And you thinking to yourself, all these things only can be used when you are driving. Is wrong, okay? Because if you transfer all the knowledge you learn from driving a car to just for example your work itself. So when you go into work, you when you enter the office, you say good morning to everyone. This is similar to when you want to go into a corner, you hit the signal and you turn in. You let everyone know, it's like, hello, I am here, and all those stuff. And another thing is, I know it sounds stupid, but I'm telling you, all these little things matters a lot. Just like how, like, you think that going into the office saying hello to everyone, saying good morning to everyone doesn't matter. It's like you think that it doesn't matter, but it does matter a lot, especially in increasing the morale of the office, and it really makes the office felt like, hey, you are part of the office, you want to be there. And similarly, in driving a car, if you don't turn on the signal when you turn and all that stuff, you're gonna make people doubt you, like, hey, what is this guy trying to do? Is he trying to go straight? Is he trying to turn left? Is he trying to turn right? What is this guy trying to do? And like, even the people behind you is gonna be like, why did you slow? Why do you drive so slow? Like, if you're not planning to turn and all the stuff. So giving a signal or letting people know what is your next step is actually a really, really good thing to do, and really, really good thing to learn in our day-and-day scenario, something like that. Even like I said, driving, peripheral vision, you need to look straight, you need to look at the left and right. It helps you to, in your walk, it helps you to think in a more careful manner. You know, you are able to look what you want to achieve, and you want to look for potential danger. That is something that you can also learn as well. Okay, so transferable lesson. That is kind of like, I think that is gonna be the main lesson that you're gonna learn from this drama series itself. Like, everything that you learn from playing a game can be transferred to a real life scenario. It can help you in your day-to-day life, something like that. And that is something really, really amazing. I felt like this series is doing, and I applaud all of you guys who watch until this part of the video and you haven't watched the series yet. Like I said, go ahead and watch it. It is really, really worth your time. It is full of nostalgia, full of wonders, and full of magic. I think the perfect word to describe this series is magical. It's really, really magical. and you felt you can really feel like you are the main character. You just follow in, like you just put yourself in the picture of the main character and yourself. It is so subarashi. I really love the series, and I'm not sure how they're gonna continue on with the series, and I don't think I'm gonna cover each and every single episode of this series, because I felt like every single episode is gonna be about the same thing. Like we are gonna see she's having a tough time in her job and she needs to overcome it, and she needs to find a new nakama to help her overcome the problem and all those stuff. And I felt like this is something that how do I say, I don't think it is quite repetitive. It is like very repetitive, so I don't think I can actually kind of like make a video like, hey, I'm gonna speculate what is gonna happen in the next episode, something like that. But with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really love this drama series. So like I said, final word, if you haven't watched the series, go and watch it. It is good. I love it. Goodbye, sayonara. Subscribe if you haven't, by the way. Bye.